Thanks, John. We're under a weather alert. Want to point out again, District 20 now closed this morning due to the frigid temperatures and wind chill that's out there. They also have Friday off and Monday off, so the kids are getting pretty lucky with this one. It's been a cold winter, though.
It has. Are they even going back on Thursday?
That's what's the point? Yes, they have Valentine's Day and programs and everything.
I know you're
frustrated. My preschooler doesn't have school for the next week now. Yeah. But anyways, it is frigidly cold out there, and we have a new team member, which we're familiar with here in the morning, Lauren.
Yeah, she's been here since June as our weekend evening meteorologist, now joining us on the morning show. And Lauren has an update on those snow totals. They just keep rolling in this morning, Lauren.
Yeah, well, thank you all to you guys for sending us those photos. So here's one that we got from South Pueblo, sent in by Randy. Thank you so much for sending this in. They got 4 inches on the south side of Pueblo. So here's some more of those reports that are coming in. Rocky Ford over in Otero County, just west of La Junta. We're seeing 5.5 inches out there. Hugo, 3.6. And there's also some 3-inch marks towards Pueblo Reservoir and Colorado City, but most of us saw a decent amount of snowfall overnight and into this morning. So let's take a look at what we're currently seeing. So radar, there's just a few bands just south of Pueblo, but as you can see, they are starting to go down. We're not really seeing too much in terms of radar, but let me send it over to meteorologist Alan Rose so we can get the rest of our forecast. Alan.
Thanks so much, Lauren. We know those reports are going to keep rolling in. If you at home, you have a measurement you want to take like Randy did in Pueblo, we'd love to see it on the weather team. Send us an email, weather@KOAA.com. Let's jump right into Futurecast since Lauren had showed us the radar image. By 8 o'clock, most of the snow is gone statewide. Model consistently showing the potential for a few higher elevation flurries, maybe towards the Palmer Divide this afternoon, as well as the southeastern mountains. But from now through about 7 p.m. tonight, areas that see the snow and there's not going to be much, maybe up to an inch of additional accumulations. Other big story this morning, the frigid Arctic air that has settled in. Man, Woodland Park just keeps getting colder and colder by the minute. I feel it for you folks. Right now at -10. It's 3 degrees in the Springs, -2 in Pueblo and Monument. You factor in the wind, some dangerous wind chills heading outside this morning. Feels like -23 in Woodland Park. Feels like -16 in the Springs, -14 this morning for our friends in Kit Carson. Now temperatures right now, they're in the single digits in the Springs, and they're not going to warm that much through the afternoon. Highs today in the teens in both areas. Those numbers about 30 to 35 degrees below average for this time of the year. Now, of course, the other impact is to our driving conditions this morning, and we've seen some slick and slushy conditions on the roadways, very icy in many areas. And even though we stay below freezing through the afternoon, I think if we get some sunshine, it'll help along with the traffic on the roads to melt some of that snow. So it does turn to liquid, maybe evaporate some, but some of those areas tonight do see the danger of seeing some refreezing, and that could lead to more ice for your drive to work on Thursday. So storm number 1 winding down today. Storm number 2, as we look ahead, moves into the Pacific Northwest late this week with a chance of a wintry mix towards Valentine's Day night and snow as we look ahead to Saturday. All right, your forecast on Wednesday, this 12th day of February. Most of us only warming in the teens. Lows tonight down below 0 once again in many areas. So very, very cold for the next 24 hours. By Thursday afternoon, snow melt, sunshine with a high above freezing. About 20 degrees warmer than that on Friday with a high of 54. Ahead of that incoming rain to snow transition. Friday night, it'll come in late, continuing into at least the first part of our day on Saturday. For Pueblo, just a roller coaster ride of weather. Really the deep freeze, the big story through Thursday morning. Highs in the 50s Friday. 30s this weekend, 50s on Monday, 30s on Tuesday. Canyon City, the cold air through tomorrow morning, but a rebound to above freezing temperatures by tomorrow afternoon. And very cold with a few snow flurries still possible today in Woodland Park.